Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To the air on first down with Pickett. That's caught by Sims. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Pickett now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Sims. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the 35 on second down, Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett got an open man. It's Pickens. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Pickett. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Sims, complete. And the Steelers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On the give, this is Harris. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down and goal. Pickett. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett setting up the screen. Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. From the gun, here's Pickett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. The throw taken in by Sims. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now Pickett on 4th down. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So a big play there on...
Consistent, made up my mind that no matter what I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot.
moving. We making movies, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Cubone staying with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we walk a pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up.
I'm downstairs. You mean? I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip. Cardi, yeah. Tick, tick, tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games. Go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Carr going to throw right away. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. Back to Renfro again, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 56 yards. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be. Carr going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Bolden. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
It's the score. Raiders 7, Vikings nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Nwangu now from his end zone.
Today, Nwangu on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Reagor catches it left side. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd 3rd and 8. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Cousins. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And quickly finding Reagor. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Play action, Cousins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked picked up by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Raiders take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He hits Adams complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 43. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Carr. And that will be incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
49-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen go out there.
There he goes, left side. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raiders take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now, Carr again. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The open man here, Renfro. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on first down is Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
A quick throw into the hands of Rager. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I like watching a wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Cook up the gut. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The tackle made by Jaylen Brown. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did,
yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 19-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Cook is not going anywhere. Will be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
They try again with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
14. Raiders 10. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing his car. Connecting with Renfro. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You'll just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before. It's
on a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock watch.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form should prosper. Be all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I tried.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings. Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now Cousins on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Rager from 8 yards out. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On the ground, this is the former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the back. Ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. They're trying for Reagor, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
I'm talking about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Butker now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Vikings 7. Harrison Butker to kick off 14-2.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A first down throw for Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down. Here's Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Again, it's Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there. and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have
pressure. Gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From the 30 on second down, Cousins. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there.
Chris Jones on the stop. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball's moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Cook again. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Hey, we're good.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 58 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now Cook running right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, flipper.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Call it a 3-yard gain. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Hey, receiver.
Again, it's Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Mahomes. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They start the drive with Cook, and he stopped immediately there. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the other...
going in like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read it, nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When the members on and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clone. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw 'em off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I see it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheered all. But I ain't got no top.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff running through the middle. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Barkley. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Throwing Jones. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's Jones throwing on fourth down. The throw for Golladay is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. That seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third. Throwing, Cousins. This ball complete to Rager. And they'll get him down short of first down, right on the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
4th down, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They run the counter with Cook. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Touchdown!
Cousins able to connect with Adam Thielen. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Cousins will try and throw. And this will be caught. So the try for 2 good, and it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Golladay, 78 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now Jones. That's caught by Golladay. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that one will fall incomplete.
clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
From the right hash, this from 48. Gano's kick is good, and the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd and a yard, Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Kene Nwangwu.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, Giants! Daniel Bellinger, 56 yards. And the Giants are back within a score. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Slot man moves right. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Cook following the penalty. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Barkley is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
To protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. On third down, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
Here's James returning. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Barkley, inside handoff. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Cousins to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time.